Hi guys, welcome to the Astro Dude. In this video, I'm going to be doing a book review. This is the first time I'm doing one, and I'm going to be reviewing Robert Zubrin's books. Robert Zubrin is one of the most influential aerospace engineers and one of my favorite aerospace engineers, and I plan on interviewing him, and I'm really excited for that. In this video, I'm going to be telling you why his 3 books, How to Live on Mars, The Case for Mars, and The Case for Space, will inspire you to be a scientist or an engineer. Personally, I read these books and I was very inspired to be an engineer after reading these books, because I plan on being an aerospace engineer, and these books gave me a lot more knowledge on how to find solutions to certain problems. First, let's talk about How to Live on Mars. Right here. Sorry about the backgrounds. Okay, there. So this is How to Live on Mars, and this book talks about how to live on Mars. So once we get there, so it talks about how to generate energy on Mars, the most effective ways, how to use the resources directly from Mars rather than just relying on resources from Earth, which is very useful. And it also talks about terraforming Mars, the idea of making Mars a habitable planet like Earth. So this is a very great book, and it doesn't just tell you the solutions to living on Mars, it also tells you how he found the solution to living on Mars. And I really like this book. So next is The Case for Mars. See, that's The Case for Mars. This book, there's actually a documentary I also watched on this book that I recommend. It's really interesting. And this book is about how to get to Mars, about getting to Mars and back, and returning astronauts back to Earth from Mars. And he used a lot of innovative ideas that even like right now, like Elon Musk is actually using, that came from the Mars Direct mission. That's what this book is about. The Case for Mars, about Mars Direct. And so, for example, Starship. If you haven't heard of Starship, that's the Mars rocket that SpaceX is working on. And it's currently the only rocket in development that is planned on sending humans to Mars and back. And Starship is going to use the idea that was from Mars Direct of generating propellant off the surface of Mars, particularly methane and oxygen. This came from this was an idea that originated from Robert Zubrin's Mars Direct mission idea. So yeah, it's a very good book. It also talks about the importance of getting to Mars, not just how they're going to get there, but also why they should get there, and also how he came up with the idea of Mars Direct. So yeah, this is a great book. And then this is the most recent book, and this is my favorite out of the 3. Sorry about the background again. Case for Space. Now, what The Case for Space is about not just Mars, but space travel overall, the revolution in space. It talks about Earth-to-Earth transport through space as there's no drag in space. So the uses of that for Earth-to-Earth transporting people through the vacuum of space could allow people to travel around the planet much faster. It talks about the current revolution in space travel that was started by private industry like SpaceX. But also is going to talk about the future, the potential of the future for space travel. So it talks about how having a base on Mars would provide a economic incentive to develop more advanced propulsion, such as that'd probably be powered by nuclear energy. So once they build a base on Mars, which is probably going to be first done with chemical rockets, the idea is that there's going to be economical incentive to develop more advanced propulsion that can get there faster to Mars. And if you can get to Mars faster, well, that also allows you to get to planets in the outer solar system. And you're probably going to want to eventually get, and when you have bases in the outer solar system, on like moons of like Jupiter or like Saturn, you're probably going to want to get there even faster, probably find ways. Eventually, it leads to interstellar travel, propulsion systems that will travel fast enough to get people to other star systems. So, yeah, and importantly, all these books talk about how he finds the solution to things, not just a solution. That's very important. So yeah, this really inspired me to think more about space travel. I'm thinking of becoming an aerospace engineer. I'm working towards it right now. And I'm really excited to be interviewing Robert Zubrin. It's a privilege to be interviewing him on this channel. So I'm really excited for that. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. I'll have it in the description below. And also leave a comment if you have any suggestions. I think of possibly doing more of these videos of recommending books that will inspire you to be a scientist or engineer. And yeah, have a great day.